Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It is I, Iron Sheik 84, and yeah, twice in 1 month. Wow, it's like I'm in my teens again. Yeah, I figured I was like, well, the new tours came out. I got nothing to do. The whole house to myself. My girlfriend is visiting her mom up in Oklahoma, so I'm off. I got nothing else going on. I figured I was like, hey, you know what? I'll get on and stream the tours before I go pick up a little Sheik from ABA. So here I am. I guess a little bit of updates and stuff. Let's see. I did stream a little bit of the feud and whatnot. Christmas went by great. We had a fantastic time, opened up gifts. I had a good time actually swimming. So it's currently 44 degrees in Texas, where I am in Dallas. When I woke up, it was 30, but Christmas Day was like 70 something degrees. So I actually turned my pool heater on very early in the morning and swam. And I also swam on Friday and on Saturday. Now I don't have that option because it's cold as hell, but it was neat swimming, and yeah, just pretty much we had some people over. Her cousins, my parents came over. We made a turkey and just chilled, played video games, things of that nature. Had a very good time. I did get some after Christmas discounts on a few items, and yeah, just other than that, just chilling with the girlfriend and the little Sheik, and then it was just little Sheik and I all day yesterday. So we had fun doing this and doing that. Visited my parents for a little bit, and yeah, that's about it. But like I said, I am on a limited time frame, so I am gonna go ahead and get the tours going, so I can go pick up little Sheik on time. Hopefully I'll get everything done by the end of stream, but if not, like I said, I do have a hard stop around 3:20ish, so I got about an hour if I don't get done before then. So I don't expect this to be the longest stream in the world, but we are going to be on at least. And also, Lee, I just saw your message. No worries whatsoever. None of this is, when I do this stuff, nothing serious, so it's all good. But yeah, I should be good on Wednesday, no problem. Doc Holiday, good afternoon. Hey, just living life, enjoying things, and just, yeah, life's good. Hope the background music isn't too loud. Let's go. Alrighty. Alright, so I haven't even looked at what the, hello? Load, please. While it's doing that, I may as well do my claim on the portal real quick so I can get that out of the way. Daily check-in, I want my 50 web coins. I'll gladly take I'll take whatever free stuff's on the portal, which is probably just, yep. Get my daily 10 shards of Mark Henry. Yeah, let's get going. Let's see, victory tour, all this stuff. So I did get Kelly. I did not get AJ this past weekend, and as far I think I should get Mark Henry today. But yeah, 170 away from Mark Henry, 1,010 away from Roxanne. yeah, that pretty much marks where I'm at. And then by the way, from the prize wall, like last week or whatever, I decided to go with Jackie because I was furthest away from shards from her. And then on the other prize wall, I got the last like the 500 shards or whatever it was, a Kamala. I was like 200 away or 300 away, whatever it was. So I got Kamala, and then I had some of my famous gift card money, and guess who I pulled at 6-star gold here? One Mr. Haku. Yeah, alright. Alright. That's done. Did I get my daily bag? I forgot if I did that pre-stream or not before I decided to be like, hey, I'll jump on. Yeah, I got that. Okay. Alright. Is there a go-to food item you get when your girlfriend is away? Wife doesn't let me eat, so no. I mean, I typically, I mean, like honestly, like I eat at home most of the time. But I don't know. Look, I love pizza more than she does. So I typically get a stuffed crust pizza while she's away. So if I guess if I had to pick one, but then again, we order pizza every once in a while when she's around anyway too. So that yeah, if I had to pick something, it's a delicious stuffed crust pizza. By the way, Pizza Hut, if you're out there, I'll gladly take a sponsorship. Thank you very much. Yeah, I know they say that. But no, like I said, I mostly like I eat at home. So on Tuesdays, I mean, by the way, I understand today is Monday. But typically on Tuesdays, that's the only day of the week that I actually physically go to the office. For two reasons. Number one, the most important, so that my parents get one-on-one time with their grandson, since they're not with me anymore. And then number two, since I go into the office on Tuesdays, my parents want to help me out because doing the drive from where his ABA is to my office is it's a distance. Let me just tell you that. I've had to take over an hour before with bad traffic, but it's like $7 or $8 in tolls to take the quick way to get to them, and it's like I said, if I'm absolutely lucky, there's no accidents, no traffic or anything, it takes me like 45 to 50 minutes. There's a stand-up meeting that I have to get to at 10 a.m. So if I drop them off at 8 and then drive over there, it's not easy. My parents take him to ABA on Tuesday mornings for me, just to make it easier, just to make my drive to the office easier. So I'm gonna take Little Chic. All that being said, so once I pick up Little Chic, he'll go over, and I think my dad's home. My dad's typically the one that's home Monday afternoons, and my mom works the store in the mornings, unless sometimes if she has a doctor's appointment, then they flip-flop or whatever. But yeah, I'm going to go pick up Little Chic. I'll go hang out with my dad for a little bit, and then I'll come home. And we usually have like a little date night or just run errands or something like that on Monday evenings. But since I'm by myself, there's half of me that says like, hey, go out and do something, because like I said, a pizza sounds very, very good. And there's a place called Ferrari's that's in a town called Plano that I haven't been to in a while, that has beef pepperoni, which I enjoy very, very much. Not a lot of places serve that. So I might go there tonight at some point. If I don't do that, I might just stay home, honestly. Just cook something and call it a day. It's very cold outside. I debated as part of my like, oh, what am I gonna do by myself plans. I was like, oh, you know what? I could take a steak out, make a baked potato, and have that for dinner. but it is very cold outside, and I don't want to deal with the very, very nasty cold wind. And plus, also, grilling is probably going to be a pain with the reduced, with all the wind reducing the heat of the grill. So, yeah. So like I said, so it's either going to be pizza time or it's going to be I'm just going to stay home and not do anything. Although, one thing I will probably do tonight, regardless, I've done. I know I always joke around about this, but I did get roped into a lot of physical labor over the Christmas period. Which is the reason why I've always said I'm not the biggest fan of Christmas, since I don't celebrate Christmas. I always get roped into doing some sort of physical labor and stuff. And we also, Christmas Day, I didn't really do much, although I had to kind of like drag tables and chairs and things for all of our guests. But the closet that you see behind me, it was very disorganized, and we have been putting off getting it cleaned for weeks. And so I was finally like, no, we're going to do it. So Saturday, that was our goal. We cleaned out our pantry. We cleaned this closet out. It's still not where I want, how clean I want it to be, but I can at least like go in there. So, yeah, I can actually go to the back of the closet now. So that's a huge win in my book. So yeah, we like I said, we did that. So a massage sounds nice. I might just make something for dinner and then go get a nice massage, come home, and just chill on the couch and watch TV. I did catch up on all of what is it, Stranger Things. So I don't know. I might just put a movie on or something and just, like I said, just chill and do nothing. Hey Mule, how's it going? I am doing fantastic. I hope you are as well. Yeah, I just figured, I was like, you know what, I have the house to my... So, quick recap. Girlfriend's visiting her mom in Oklahoma. Zoe's there, so no dog on stream today. And then Little Sheik's at ABA till 4 o'clock. So, I had nothing to do, and I was like, you know what, may as well hop on stream, do these tours, say what's up to everybody. Let them know that I had a very fun Christmas. And, yeah, just... You know, that's about it. You know, my usual, like, like this and that, and, all the other stories going on. I was kind of disappointed. I haven't been to the movies in a while, so I was looking up, like, what's playing right now, and I didn't really see anything that caught my eye. And I did look at the Alamo Drafthouse as well, and they are playing... what is it? I think When Harry Met Sally, which I haven't seen in a very, very, very long time, but it's also one of those things where I'm just like, I can just watch that at home. So, yeah, that's, like I said, part of the I don't want to do anything and just stay home and relax. Plan sounds very, very good. But yeah, just like I said, just things are very, very well. By the way, as a side note, I never understood it's always of the middle node of the Champions Tour is always the hardest one to do. For some reason, they have this invisible buff that they never that like they seem to have, that I don't know where it comes from. The rest of the tour, like I said, the 8 of the 9 nodes I can beat, turn 1, no problem. This one, it always requires a couple extra loops, as you can see here, and I don't know why. Because if you look at the, I have, 100 and something or 200% gem reduction, and if you look at their stats, they got nothing that should be able to combat that. So, Gecko, Anaconda, I was debating that, but, my girlfriend hates snakes, and I kind of want to watch it with her, just to see her reaction. To watch it as more of a horror movie than as a comedy. So I don't know. I might spare her. I might spare her and just watch it by myself. That's the only one that I was. That one was the one that of all the movies that are out right now, that's the only one that like I was halfway wanting to actually watch. So I don't know. I might go. Like I said, I'm sitting here saying like, I don't want to do this. I don't want to do that. Whenever 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock runs around, I might make a decision and just be like, hey, you know what? Screw it. I'll go to the movies. Why not? So one thing, I'm very much a homebody. So like the intrigue of just staying home and doing nothing sounds so good. But on the same token, I should actually, go out and actually, do something too with like the one night a week that I have to myself, outside of every other weekend whenever my ex-wife gets a little chic. Oh yeah, I think I still had this set up from whenever, I think I still had this set up from when I, like, made a video a long time ago. So first, third, fifth weekends, I drop them off at ABA at Friday in the morning, but she picks them up Friday afternoon. And then I pick them up at Sunday evening. So, this is the one night a week I get to myself, I guess. It's like, like I said, that's when I usually have date nights with my girlfriend and stuff. So it's kind of one of those things, like, as much as I want to stay home and not do anything, it's also one of those, like, it's the one night you get to, be an adult and do adult stuff and not have to worry about, taking care of little chic. So, I don't know. I'll probably do that. Sorry, but yeah, Ice Cube makes an appearance. I love Ice Cube. I don't know. I might, like I said, if I go to the movies, that's the one I'm gonna watch. Yeah, flip a coin and let the universe decide. Well, the thing is that the only thing is, so we have a little Theragun. So I usually, it's like I give my girlfriend a mini massage some nights whenever she feels like she has a lot of knots. So like, part of me is like, I should probably wait for her and go, we can go this weekend. But then, also the thought of, just going and vegging out for an hour sounds so good too. And it's one of those things that most, I obviously I don't know where everybody else lives, but, the massage parlors around me close at either 9 or 10. So it's one of those, if I end up going to a movie at 7 o'clock, by the time I get off, then I won't be able to go get a massage. So the coin flip will really work. The massage I really want to do. The movie is an sort of thing. Yeah, the closest one to me, though, I won't be going to that one. So I know I forget if I've told this before or not. So my parents' store, or the family store, whatever you want to call it, we own a tobacco shop, and it's only like 4 minutes away from where I live, actually. The closest, the closest massage parlor is in this same complex, but let's just say they're a massage parlor. Oh, Downtime Fun. Thank you very much for the follow. Yeah, like I said, they're a massage parlor and not a massage parlor. And there are certain parts of my body that I don't want massaged, so I won't be going there. But the legitimate place that I go to, they close at 10. Um, so there, let's just say that you can get a happy ending there or a really, really happy ending there. Yeah, I googled the place, and the reason why I know that is some of the reviews of people came up, and I laughed and laughed and laughed at the quality of services that they uh, the quality of services that they got, and how enthusiastic they were about what was done, and how much they enjoyed it. The fun stuff you can read online, and what people will admit to. Uh, I know you're joking. The thing is that I would actually name where it is, but I think that, like I said, the problem is that it would kind of give a sort of geographic area very close to where I live, and I don't want to give out like I don't want to tell people like, oh yeah, I live in this town right here, because I'm pretty sure people could put two and two together, roughly where I live, if I said I was like, oh yeah, it's right here. Um, yeah, I know better than that. That's why when I tell people like it's like I live in Dallas, I don't say what specific area of Dallas, or I keep it to North Dallas because I know there's like just like any other city, people are like oh yeah the mid cities and things like that. So yeah, I live in Dallas. So that's as specific as I'm willing to get. Yeah. Um. Yeah, you gotta send the Twitch yeah I'll say Twitch whisper, but I am gonna require a 10% finder's fee from y'all. Alrighty, Lee, you have a good one. He's probably like, yeah, I don't want to listen to to part of the massage talk anymore. Hey, Mikey, how's it going? Oh yeah, things are going fantastic. Just chilling, illin. Just figured I'd get on stream and do the tours before I have to go pick up Little Chic. So yeah, that's about it. Just loving life, enjoying things. Things are going extremely well. So yeah, not much else to say other than I wish I had a few more hours of sleep over the weekend, but I'll live. Like I forget if it was Saturday night. I forget. I think it was Saturday going into Sunday, or something this past week. I forget what it was. Or no, it was earlier in the week. But I digress. So when I got Little Chic from my ex-wife, he unfortunately he had the flu last week because during Two Bob's stream, I know. By the way, so for those of you who caught the Two Bob's end of year stream, for the yeah, I mean, y'all might have noticed that like I was running back and forth, back and forth, back and forth the whole time. I would have politely declined had I known about this ahead of time, but I picked up Little Chic. I brought him home, and he was in a happy. He was a little lethargic. He was in a happy mood, but not the usual like super happy. Way that he normally is. I'm sorry, I don't know how else to put it. Um, but like before the stream started, he started like coughing and sneezing a bunch, So I told Two Bob and everybody that was on the stream, I was just like, hey, look, like especially because my girlfriend was like running an errand. I was like, look, I was like, I'm the only one home, keeping an eye on little Sheik right now. So I was like, I'll make sure that I'm there for my bits. But if you see me like running back and forth, like obviously the kiddo's more important. And everybody understood that, obviously. But what happened is, the I saw that he like felt like just poo poo, and I was like oh crap. So I was like, sucks. I was running back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Oh, and by the way, Zandow, I didn't want you to ignore you. How's it going? Hope you're doing well, sir. Also, I don't want to use Julia because her on BlueStacks and stuff, for some reason her outfit makes the game run like garbage, and I really don't want to deal with that. So I'll just continue using EO. Yeah, of course, like the little one comes first. So like I said, so I was running back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, and I'd said, I was like, hey, if it's like if he wakes up and he's not feeling well, I can tell he's not feeling well. I'm not going to take him to ABA. So of course, like he will, coughed all night, kept us up, and in the morning, I was like, I emailed the ABA people to tell him he wasn't coming in, and I took him to the doctor. And since he's nonverbal, the thing is that he can't really say, my throat hurts, my stomach hurts, for me to be able to pinpoint, like, hey, what exactly is going on, little buddy. And what happened, for those of you who may not know, I talked about this, because I know I don't stream frequently like I used to, but back in March of this year, of 2025, yeah, the I picked him up, and he had, like, I don't remember this specifically. I went to Lowe's because I was buying mulch, and he was limping in the parking lot, and it turned out he had strep throat, and the strep throat had caused the knee infection. And then I took him to the doctor, and I don't know what's going on here. I took him to the doctor, and he was in the hospital for like 4 or 5 days. And especially as a severely autistic child, it was very, very, it was a very unnerving experience for him. And he got home, and the next day his thigh ballooned up, and it turned out that the knee infection turned into a bone infection. So then he was in the hospital again for another 4 or 5 days. And because of that, like, when he got sick, I got super concerned, as y'all can understand, that I wanted to make sure that everything was 100% good with Little Sheik. So we went, and he wasn't happy, and so I had to, unfortunately, I know no kid loves going to the doctor, but at ABA they taught me like this one person hold to kind of subdue him. So I had to do that while the doctor was like trying to get in with the swabs, while he was like running around. And of course he had his teeth clenched, and she didn't want, so she couldn't swab his throat. And when they went into their test, they're like, he doesn't have COVID, he doesn't have strep, but he does have the flu. So I had to deal with that all of last week. And then one night, but he, like his sleep was thrown off. He woke up at 1 o'clock in the morning, and I'd gone to bed at 11, so I got maybe like an hour-ish of sleep at that point. And then, and then he fell asleep at he fell asleep at 5 in the morning, and then I sort of kind of got another 2 hours of sleep, and then he woke up, but he woke up cranky and upset. And I was like, dude, you got 7 hours of sleep combined. I was like, and first of all, I was like, you don't have any room to complain because you woke your dad up. And second of all, it's like if you had just gone right back to sleep, of course, adult logic with the little kiddo. And I was like, and if you'd gotten back to sleep, then you wouldn't be so freaking tired. I was like, your dad's the one. If anybody can complain here, it's your dear old dad, not you. But no, he like I said, but thankfully, he's doing 100% better. Yeah, he's doing 100% better. He's doing good. And from the sip, thank you very much. Yeah, I appreciate it. Here's the thing: whenever I share these things, I never say it as a. I never try to give things a sob story or wanting people to feel sorry for me. It is rough. I'll tell you right now, it is super super rough. It's not easy. Um, yeah, yeah. The yeah. Well, downtime. Well, actually, I didn't know that. Congratulations on being a first time dad. Uh, but yeah, I mean, it's not easy. It's like it's rough. And then and again, I don't share this to, like I said, for people to feel sorry for me. It's rough. Like I said, it is rough. Because it's hard to know like what's going on in his head. When he can't talk. And then of course, like I feel like of course I feel bad for him when I can't, when something's going on and I can't, you know, I'm trying to find the right words here. I can't, like, since he can't communicate with me, I can't communicate with him. I mean, like, he understands, like, if I'm like, hey, Rose, come here, or, if I say, like, it's like, like, hey, come here, buddy, or, it's like, let's go, or, put your shoes on. Like, he understands that. But, fundamentally, it's hard to communicate things with them, and then also, again, this is where I said, like, I don't want people to feel sorry for me, or I'm saying that, that I'm saying that, it's like, oh, boo-hoo, feel sorry for me, eh, it's also rough when, I see other parents and, they have a relationship with their kids that I don't, you know, or like my niece and nephew, they're uh, you know, I, my nephew is like 3.5 years or 4 years younger than my kid, and he's just like so much more advanced in so many areas than little Sheik, and it hurts. I'm not gonna, and again, I'm not saying this for people to feel sorry for me, because I certainly don't. I love little Sheik, and what I wish he wasn't autistic, absolutely, but but then again, it is what it is, and my options are being the best dad that I can be for him, or I can sit and wallow in pity, and I'm not gonna do that. Yeah, but also, yeah, but yeah, definitely one of the things, like, I, I think I think it's pretty sad if there are people out there. I don't. I told y'all I don't white knight or anything, but I do think that if anybody feels that their toxic masculinity of like, oh, you can't talk about your feelings or this or that, y'all can go fuck yourself. If you have a problem with me talking about how I feel, and how you don't think I'm a man for saying that I feel, sad and things at times, then yeah, it can fuck right off. That's all I have to say about that. Grimsy42, thank you very much for the follow. The key of the rock. Off is the direction in which you can fuck. Thank you very much. If this is taking too long, I might just switch to Julia and say screw it for like that one animation period. Yeah, if I don't get this, if I don't get this in the next loop, I'm just gonna quit and just switch to her because I'm not gonna sit here and do this for 15 minutes. Alright, let's see. Last loop and switching to Julia after this. Alright. We are switching. Alrighty. So by the way, it's not nothing's wrong with the stream. Just like I said, Julia is going to cause the screen to be very, very laggy for the next like 15 seconds or so. So yeah, it's something that has to do with the way her it's got something to do with, like I said, the way that the palette works or something. So. Ugh. See, everything we're moving 2 frames at a time. That nothing wrong with the stream. It's just the way that the game is. Nukinator 9. Peace and blessings to you too. Ugh. It's one of the reasons why I don't like streaming women's feuds. Yeah, instead of using the like, you know, I had my defense strap and I thought that was going to be good enough, but apparently it wasn't. Yay. Alright, well, Julia's who I would have used had this not happened the entire time. This is like I said, I really wish that this wouldn't happen, because you see here, like look, everything runs quickly and smoothly. But then when the match starts, like I said, you're going to see that it's going to like lag really quickly, and then it'll be like, and then it'll go. There we go. Bam. Yay! So much quicker. Alright. Alright, now we're done with this. Raw Tour. Hold on, who's the... Okay. Don't have a care. Acrobat Tour. I do have Penta. I didn't even like look at these earlier. Technician. I do have El Grande. Raw required. Move that over. Whatever that'll be. I doubt I'm gonna need all this stuff anyway. Alright. Yay! Somebody who's actually good now. Woohoo! Oh, why is this like? Is she also? I forget. Is she one of the ones that or is it Charlotte or is it? Oh. Three Eagles down. How's it going? How's it going? Good afternoon. Just figured I'd stream the tours until it was like either I'm gonna get the tours done or I gotta go or I'm gonna cut it off early to get a little chic. So one of the two is gonna happen. We'll see. We'll see if I'm able to speed run this and get it over with. If not, then however it ends up going, I'm gonna be done in 20 minutes, regardless of which scenario happens. But I certainly hope you're having a wonderful day. Yeah, 20 minutes or less. Let's see if I'm able to do it. The thing is, let's do that. Okay. Yeah, it's just one of those things. Like, tours don't start till 2. I gotta pick up. It's like I gotta go pick up a little chic at 4. So I had I have finite amount of time to do this stuff. Otherwise, I just wait and get it. I just finish it all and then go go about my business. But like I said, I wanted to come on stream and say what's up to everybody. Show my prowess. Oh, wrong button. Yeah, you have to wait till 3. Yeah, I will say this. I at least am very blessed in the Central Time Zone that when these start, it's at a reasonable time. When I was in Japan with my girlfriend for her 40th, like a mad lad, I still did a bunch of my tours and feuded and stuff. Man, doing stuff on the Asia time frame zone thing sucked so much. It was very, very, very bad. I know people in Europe complain the Asia time frame sucks. At least in Thailand, it wasn't too bad because it was like 12 hours behind exactly or something like that. But in Japan, it was pretty terrible. And then, of course, like with the jet lag and stuff, I wasn't sleeping properly. So there were certainly a lot of times where it was like 2 a.m. Japan time, and I was in bed playing Champions or catching up on tours and stuff while my girlfriend was sleeping next to me. Yeah, when I have played in California, whenever I've been on vacation or whatever, yeah, it's pretty nice being able to start so early on the West Coast. So yeah. You're in Ireland in April and did most of your Champions play in the AM before your wife woke up. Yeah, yeah. So when I went, so it wasn't November as in 2 months ago. A year and 2 months ago, for my 40th, we went to Scotland, and we did some tours, and we did tours and things of that nature. So a lot of my Champions play was like when we were on the train going to places. Um, yeah, next stream, can we get that boss Street Fighter you have as background music? Oh, hang on. Twitch. There we go. I'll be quiet. Oh, it's all good. I knew exactly what you meant. Back. Alrighty. Alright. Lowering my speakers. That. So of the Street Fighter remixes I have, that one's my favorite one. The remix of Zangief's theme. But yeah, to answer the Street Fighter trailer, yes, I did see it. Look, I don't care if it's terrible. I don't care if it sucks. I don't care if it's no, it's all good. It's all good. Hey, I wanted to listen to it. I haven't had that track on in a while, and I love that song. Like I said, what I was gonna say, like, I don't care if it sucks. I don't care if it's gonna be garbage. I'm gonna watch it. I love I love Street Fighter. So for those of you who may not know, I well look, I'm not gonna win Evo. I'm not gonna be a world champion of. I'm not gonna be world champion of anything anytime soon, but I do. I did actually play competitively when I was younger. Um, I never. I won smaller tournaments, not like the bigger ones, like regionals and things, where like pros and a lot of the pros and things came out. But that and Dance Dance Revolution, surprisingly, I've won a bunch of them. So uh, yeah, so the I'm good at the classic Street Fighters. When they introduced a lot of other things like what is it, the FADC and stuff in Street Fighter 4 and some of the other mechanics in some of the other games, I like the old ones. And so yeah, I'm good at like Street Fighter 2 Champion Edition, Hyper Fighting, Turbo. I'm good at those and a lot of classic fighting games. So I'm good at Capcom versus SNK 2. I'm very good at Marvel, or Marvel versus Capcom 2 and other stuff. And by the way, I do have like the Capcom collection games. So if anybody ever wants to play on PS5, I'm very yeah, like DM me on Discord or whatever, and I will send friend codes or whatever it is that we need to do, and yeah, I'll play you. But yeah, that being said, who's my favorite to play with? I was a Dalsum main, but I'm fairly good with a bunch of other people. I'm good with Ken. I'm good with Ryu. I'm good with who else? Sagat, obviously, since he like I said, also it depends on what version it is. I had a very decent E Honda. I had a very good Vega. So yeah, I played, like I said, I played a lot of them. So it just depends on which one. But yeah, if I had to tell you like just one to stick with the entire time, then Dalsum would be it. Yeah, and then depending on, like I said, just like what, like I said, I'm good at the classics, not so much the new ones because I haven't really put a lot of time into them. So yeah, in CVS2 I play Ken, Sagat, and like either Terry or Haomaru or something like that. Yeah, those are a lot of fun. Yeah. Oh, by the way, yeah, I just looked it up. So yeah, the Capcom Fighting Collection. So if anybody has Capcom Fighting Collection 1 or 2 for the PS5, let me know. I'm happy to play. Yeah, feed me more in the device. Yeah, I don't know. I will say this. There used to be an arcade. Unfortunately, it closed. I really liked it. It's called what is it? The Quarter Lounge. The owner was a super sweet guy, and he actually had his whole arcade running on like quarters instead of like card swipers and stuff. He held. I was able to get to head out to a few of the tournaments, so it was fun. I used to reign supreme on Marvel vs. Capcom 2 against people, but yeah. But yeah, like I said, again, I said I just want to make sure, like, I'm not gonna win any world championships or anything, but typically I was always like top 3 in everything. So whether it was the 3D fighters, like I remember one tournament specifically, I got second in Mortal Kombat 2. I got second in Soul Calibur 2. I won Marvel, and then I got like fourth place in Street Fighter 2 Second Impact, and that was like on zero practice because I hadn't planned on going, but the plans I had like got canceled on me, and I was like, oh, okay, fine, okay, I'll go up there, and so. Yeah, so that's how it goes, you know. Yeah, the thing is, so for me in arcade games, like obviously, like I grew up in the '80s in the mall heyday, so whenever my mom would go, like it was a treat for me to go to the arcade. And then the main reason why I got good at arcade games or wanted to get good at arcade games is when I lived in Irving, Texas. There is a chain of grocery stores, and I don't know if they're nationwide, but they were here. I haven't seen one in forever, though, so I don't even know. I don't know if they got bought out by Kroger's or Tom Thumb like everybody else does. But it was called Miniards, and my mom would give me $1 while she would go grocery shopping. And the reason why I got good at fighting games and, you know, just arcade games in general is if I could stay on that machine the entire time that my mom was grocery shopping, then that meant that I wouldn't have to go grocery shopping and I could enjoy myself. But if I didn't, then I would be stuck like, then I'd be stuck having to shop for groceries, and I didn't want to do that. So I was like, okay, well, I'm going to have to start getting good if I'm going to make my quarter last, like, you know, the half-hour shopping trip or whatever it was. And so, yeah, that's the reason why I got better and better at fighting games and other arcade games in general. And it was a treat. Like I know I've said this before. Like we didn't grow up rich by any means. So like one of the other things that, you know, like I also enjoyed doing is in Irving there was a theater chain that opened up called the Starplex that was across the street from the Irving Mall. And that was the first dollar theater that I can remember there being. And on Tuesdays they were either 50 cents or a quarter all day. So it was a treat for me to for me to be able to go to. That's the reason why I like going to the movies so much. And then and then usually whenever we would go there, like, you know, it's like I'd keep my allowance and I'd play a couple arcade games. Especially I used to love the mocap boxing arcade cabinet. If y'all remember, it's the one where like you'd grip the handles and then you'd actually do this to do the punching. I loved that game. I was like 8 or 9. I didn't want to go grocery shopping. It was not fun. Yeah, and trust me, since then I helped my mom a lot, and also Eternal Champions. Yeah, okay, I will say this: Eternal Champions is one of the most bullshit games out there because the game doesn't even follow its own damn rules. So, I can say that. But yeah, my brothers and I played the living daylights out of it. Yeah, no, but I will tell you this: I was a good kid. I was never one of those kids that was like, "Mom, can I have this? Mom, can I have that? Mom, can I have this?" You know, and ask for, you know, cereal and stuff like. Like my brothers and I, like I said again, we were kids. We knew we didn't have a lot, so I never asked for anything unless I absolutely needed it. So like. Sometimes I laugh, like my brothers and I laugh about this. Like sometimes, like to save money, my parents like on pens and pencils. Like we never throw our pencils away at the end of the school year. We always kept them. And then like when you go to the bank or something, and they would always have like that free take one. Every single pen I had was always like a bank pen or like like I said again, it had a logo or something on every single pen that I had. And then like we used to, like I said, just where we could cut corners to help my parents, like, I mean, like, trust me, it's not like, it was, we weren't like sitting by the fireplace, freezing or anything, but yeah, we used to come up with any way that we could save our parents, like, some money here and there whenever we could. But yeah, sorry, but getting back to Territorial Champions, yeah, I still remember, like I said, the reason why, we played the living daylights out of Eternal Champions, but like this is the bullshit thing that I always hated about Eternal Champions. Okay, so you remember how you had that life meter thing, the little yin yang, and the thing is that you only had so much of your chi or whatever it was that they called it to be able to use your moves, right? The CPU could do whatever they wanted, whenever they wanted, but you were restricted to not being able to do moves until your thing refilled, which is bullshit. I fucking hated that, and it was the shittiest thing. And like, it's like, and that game was hard as hell because of that. Like, it was, like I said, it was just, yeah, basically, yeah, Steel Cage Tours, except the Eternal Champions version. But, yeah, on the stage finishers, what my brothers and I did one time is we went on 2-player mode, and then what we did was we set it to like 1 round or whatever, and we chose Blade because Blade had like the most consistent. If you remember, he was like the black dude, the black bounty hunter that whenever he would do like, his finisher was like the duh, whatever it was. So what we literally did was we were inching every single time. We'd start if the stage was here, like we'd start to throw from here, and then we'd move and throw it from here, and then throw it from here and throw it from here. And we found out the throw distance for every single stage. That was a fun afternoon for me and my brothers doing that and figuring it out for everybody. But yeah, I've only ever beaten the game with Slash the Caveman. We beat it with Larson, you remember like the cat burglar dude, the 1920s guy with the trench coat and stuff. And I think there's some. I think I'm. Yeah. No. Actually, so in the Game Gear version, we actually had the Game Gear Larson game where he was like a detective. Or something like that. No, he was a mobster, and that's what his thing was. If you remember Eternal Champions, it was like the moment before they died was they were doing something. They were either tricked or they were doing something, and that's the reason why they got picked to change their fate or whatever. I beat the game with Xavier, the magician, or the sorcerer dude. And I think that's it as far as I remember. Because, like I said, since the game cheated so much, it was hard to, it was hard to actually win with other people without having, cheap BS strats, because basically, like, with Slash, and I mean, I still remember it to this day, he had, like, this move where he jumped in the air and pounded the ground. It would leave the opponent stunned, and then I would pick him up, throw him in the air, and then time the throw. That's literally the only way that I could ever, like, win. And also, I'm going to get through... by the way, I know this is going to be a quick finish to this. I'm going to do this... I'm going to finish this tour, and then I got to go. I just looked at the clock, and it's 3:26, and yeah, I need to bounce right after this, so... sorry for the abrupt end. I would have announced this a little bit further ago, but I wasn't paying attention because I was talking about how bullshit Eternal Champions is. But yeah, yeah. That being said, I know I'm not going to do the Tribal Thief or Kelly tours on stream, but yeah, like I said, I got to go pick up Little Sheik, and unfortunately, there is no. If I could just use my auto, my clear, my little clears and stuff, I would, but I don't have that luxury right now. But hopefully he's still streaming. I can get you over to somebody else who I watch quite a bit, and y'all can show him some love, say what's up to him, and he can go through the rest of the tours for you. Yeah, well, the thing is that you got to do what you got to do. Like I said, as much as I would love to hang out further, I got places to go, people to see. that. And then... Okay. There we go. But hey, you know what? For chit-chatting and stuff, like I said, if I were to do this on my couch, I'd be done in like 20 minutes. Like, you know, it's just, I enjoy doing this and chatting with everybody and saying what's up. Like, you know, this is a lot more fun for me, because otherwise I would have just been sitting on the couch watching YouTube videos and been doing this and been done a lot quicker. Unfortunately, for those of you who play like the Android emulators, like these run like a little, like this runs slower than my phone does. So it, you know, it's like that's one of the things. And then of course, as you saw, like the lagginess from Julia and stuff, like you have to deal with that. And so this is, like I said, this is a lot more fun for me to do this than to, than to just sit on my couch and do these tours. Like, you know, it's fun talking with everybody. It's fun doing this. But yeah, that being said, tour's done. I'm going to go pick up Little Sheik, but we'll raid one of the other people that are streaming champions right now, and I will catch you later. So as always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and follow me on Twitch at IronSheik84 for more WWE Champions action. And with that, have a wonderful, blessed day. If I don't talk to you guys or get on a stream before then, please have a wonderful and safe New Year's. I always tell people, please don't drink and drive, and also don't drink and park because accidents cause people. But all joking aside, just be careful out there. Don't get a cab, get an Uber if you're not feeling that you can safely drive. Please be careful, because I don't want to wake up in 2026 and find out that one of you lovely people aren't with us anymore for something that could have been easily prevented. So that's my spiel. Have a blessed one, everybody. See you later, and bye-bye.